seriously what you drink when you're a child and you're trying to have booze.
How are we? Okay, how about now, Jamie? Are we getting it now, Jamie? Let me see. I'll find out. I'll find out for myself.
Checking sound.
Okay. Really? How about now, you fuck guy? You fucking retarded fucking Marshall.
Turn it up, Jamie.
Turn up your volume, you whore.
There it is, he says.
Oh, he says there it is. All right.
Yeah, of course it is.
Okay, so yeah.
Thank you so much, Jamie.
Oh.
Okay, I'm hearing myself. No, but the beautiful thing about the people who watch us is they help us out because they'll tell us, hey, your shit sucks right now, fix it. And so thank you, yeah. Yeah.
Nothing
But,
sucks.
so do your eyes, no, I was going to tell you, there's got to be some Russian or some Jewish in you. Because your eyes are sick. You have like eyes like my
I don't ever want
daughter.
another Jewish guy in me right
Really?
now. I've just
You just got
Jewish guy in me.
Was he Jewy though? Was he Jewy?
He was Israeli.
No, that's no. Yeah,
He's
no.
really American.
Yeah, no. That's where you only got to walk 5 feet behind him. Yeah, that's. And guys, Jen Jones, our guest tonight. Welcome her. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
It's great doing this. Lots to talk about.
Oh, it's
yeah.
Some real good photos too.
Well, you know what's great? You know what's great is we have. Did I show the video? No. I don't think I showed the video, right? We have So there's this thing going on right now, where apparently in Russia and now in America, people are taking chicken eggs and injecting male.
No, just keep going.
Male sperm into them. So there's Russian guy who was taking basically immediately hatched chicken eggs.
Russian scientist?
Yeah.
Or
we don't know.
No.
Okay.
No.
Dude in a mobile home.
Basically, yeah. Basically, some creepy. But whatever it was, it's a form of alchemy, in a sense. Is altering the state of something to change it, and so they inject he injected his sperm into the egg. And what it had was this insane creature. Okay, and so you know what I'm going to do is I had the video, but I just realized I had to unupload it. So what I will do real quick, and I hope porn doesn't come up on my phone. I know, because there's a lot of people that know what I'm talking about. Well, you know what it is? Like, a lot of people realize that, like, they go to show someone something on their phone, and the last thing they were on pops up, and it's like X videos or Pornhub or something. You're just like,
it's the day that they're fulfilling their fantasy. Like,
yeah,
they're curious.
Like, yeah, like weird shit. Yeah, weird shit.
I swear to God, I'm not on this page ever.
I insert sperm into egg.
And so, watch this. So this is insane. Now,
it's a video.
Yeah, it's a video. I'm gonna put it up on the camera, but I'm gonna do it on the camera. But
is there a picture we can see?
Well, so the picture. Let me get this right.
Yeah.
is not coming out at all.
So it's like a
Loving the
this
article.
is my life.
it's
Loving.
like a clawy mongoloid.
Hillary
sort of-
Clinton.
Yes, it's almost like a worm.
Her book.
It's literally almost like a worm. And what it does here, you know what? There's a quick one. And God damn it. Okay.
A Russian man had an odd idea of having an experiment by injecting his own sperm cells inside the shell of a chicken egg.
She sounds like a
This experiment is referred to as the homunculus, or a Latin word for
like a tom talking to us.
process, which is also called alchemical process.
Called Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer process.
The Val Kilmer process.
Placed 10 days after he injected
Okay,
the
watch this,
sperm
though.
inside the egg.
So he's put the sperm in the egg and then stored it in a warm, dry place.
After 10 days, he decided to open the egg and found a creepy creature inside the egg. It is totally different from the usual fetus of a chicken.
I mean, completely different. It's like a weird organism.
There was
But-
already a study made by a late scientist who is specialized in the field of alchemy. He used
That's the word I
sperm
used.
as
I'm pretty
well
smart.
and sealed it for 40 days. The result was surprising.
Weird. He said it was moving, right?
Well, now that's the thing. So if you look at it right here,
'Cause I-
this thing right here, right? Oh, damn it.
Oh my head! I'm bloated. I have a
The thing about it is, several people have done it now, and everyone's coming up with basically the same different forms of the same creature. Now, one dude in a video, you see it, and it starts spitting this green shit, and he smashes it, and it's like, oh. And other ones are like moving, and you can see it. And then one guy was showing where this like tube would follow him where he went. So as he moved, it was like an eye growing, like an
Like
eye.
an amoeba.
It was like a question mark of flesh.
Well, no, but wait a second though. But here's what it awakens is we always pretend like, okay, God made us out of some clay or something, or Adam and Eve, brother and sister, all fucked until there were enough people in the world.
Bone.
Yeah. So Adam fucked his rib
There
bone.
were men born with
And-
one less rib than women.
Right.
That is so true. Why?
But that's the thing, and so the whole.
There's
but,
That
no
would be
answer to
helpful, right?
anything.
But so the whole thing goes. Is if this is true, then what we've hit on is we could be that experiment just as easy. There's no reason we're not that same
I want
fucking
first,
experiment.
how old is this video?
No, this is recent. Some of this shit is recent.
But
Like people are doing it right now.
Why is the lady the same lady I hear when I take a lift?
Because she needs work. I mean, God damn it, Talbot. I mean, she's got to get
I'm
work.
just asking.
Yeah, she needs to work.
No, I understand why they use that voice because
She has a great voice.
No, she doesn't. But that's the voice because you don't know
You're checking yourself out.
who's
Looking at you guys and all your equipment.
recording.
It is really cool.
So
We're moving up. We're getting there.
We're
Moving up
We're moving on here.
Magnum
God.
podcast.
we need like a Jefferson's opening now.
I love how everything's built into this table like this.
We
Even the
drilled and did all this
I
shit.
feel right at home in a mobile home.
Right.
'Cause I'm
Bolted in
from
since
Arkansas.
Sunday.
Are you from Arkansas? Mm-hmm. Oh, then okay.
Yeah, buddy.
So the eyes aren't Jewish or anything. They're
No.
fucking hot ass white trashy eyes, and I like that. Yeah, that's cool as fuck. That is badass, man.
Why, thank you.
No,
I'll take it.
Yeah. No, white trash is the greatest thing
Only
in the
below
fucking
the
world.
Mason
Yeah.
Dixon line.
Everybody that's a little bit white trashy, they're always the best people.
Is that dead?
Yes.
With that tiny
dead?
fan.
This
He's
is-
a fan.
Does-
He's not a fan of the podcast.
It's not a fan of the show right now. Can we do
Here,
that?
I got it.
I know it'll let a light in, but it's fine. I'd rather have a little light than fucking
Well-
have people die from my smoking.
As we all
If
die.
Bruce Baum taught us anything, he taught us that secondhand smoke is dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bruce.
Yeah.
He's hooking up with us with the hot peppers at our live event.
Yeah, which is
Oh, is he
great.
really?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
doing it.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's gonna be hooking us with some ghost peppers. You're doing the shot collar.
I'm not eating pepper.
No, but you're doing the shot collar. I think it's more badass.
Which is worse?
No,
Oh, no, I think the
gotta
peppers
tell you,
are way worse.
I personally,
Okay, good.
I like the shot collar.
I
Yeah.
just didn't want to puke, you know?
Depending
I feel
on the
like I
shock,
might
you could shoot.
No.
No, you just get
We've had
mad.
people go to 100. We've had people do 100 on the shock.
They actually like it.
And
They
Jim
like
Trino.
it. Yeah.
Jim Trino, this guy who was on the Shock Collar Trivia show, did a thing where he hit it at 100, and he was like this.
Well, Jim Trino sounds tough.
He's
Sounds
Somebody else went pretty high, right?
Jacob Bunny.
Oh, Jacob Bunny.
Jacob
Yeah.
Bunny. You know Jacob Bunny,
I
right?
do.
Yeah. Every girl knows Jacob Bunny.
Were funny to see him.
Bunny
Jim's
just
neck
went.
had burn marks on it,
What?
and he was just like, "Huh." And I'm like, whoa.
Well,
yeah,
the
'cause-
Bunny situation just showed you where his relationship at the time with Daniel Soto was. That's all that showed.
That's some personal stuff. I
That-
like that.
yeah.
that is
Yeah,
good.
We definitely drop names on this show.
Oh yeah,
so-
yeah.
I
we're
like
not
it.
afraid.
I like
Yeah.
it.
We call out everyone. Yeah, what was it with Bruce? That was the best. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I go, I know you don't. That's what we're for.
Exactly.
We talk about everything. Yeah, not just your
If you
anger.
won't, cool, but we're
Yeah,
going to.
we talk about it, and that's one of the things. So with this whole thing, though, with the people making these creatures, it does lead you to think, okay, because I've brought it up before that a lot of motherfuckers resemble different animals. A lot of people resemble different species,
They're dogs.
No, I don't,
different things, and that they look like. You don't think
I
that
don't
people?
believe it. Because the DNA evidence, you can't
Nah.
cross species that wide.
Pigs, birds, dolphins.
I mean,
Burger said
is
it.
that
I believe
video
it.
real though? Is it proven to be real? Because
Well, there's
it's
enough
Blumhouse,
videos.
which is
I mean, but there's
That's
a
a
lot of videos.
horror site.
For that particular one. No, that particular one. But I mean, all over YouTube, there's hundreds of videos of people doing this and getting the same results. And so it does show.
Really?
And so, yeah, this isn't one video. There's hundreds of videos of people, different people
Why
doing
did one
it.
of y'all put your sperm in an egg?
Now, funny enough,
'Cause I don't have a bachelor's degree.
well, funny enough, I personally, I think we are going to do an episode. We are going to do an episode where we do that. That is going to happen.
We're going to insert a
Yeah,
semen.
someone is going to be putting their sperm in one of the eggs
We're going
because
to
we do want to see what'll
chicken
happen. Yeah,
feet
we're going to
right
store it
in
right
there.
fucking there in the cabinet.
All right.
And
that's not even the worst thing that happened in this motorhome.
No.
no.
So do we just
Did you
jizz
talk
on the
about
egg?
this
Is that what
one?
we do? We're just gonna jerk off on top of some eggs?
Like a circle.
No, you have to inject it with a needle.
Okay, so I jizz into it. And
Yeah, into a syringe.
And I don't jizz into a syringe. I can't really do that because it would just go places.
No, I
So
think you can hit a
just,
syringe if you do it right.
You do it right. Okay, I'll imagine a cup and then you pour it. Well, you can't really pour it. It's just gonna. It's kind of like silly putty or kind of like a Jello situation. So it would just roll into the syringe.
Well, you know what it is.
Is that too much detail?
Well, no, but what it is,
Yellow.
they're literally because now watch. This was the thing is the other. Oh, God bless you. And so the other day, Trump. People were making fun of him.
Jizz to Trump.
No, but they were making fun of him because he looked right at the eclipse without glasses.
Yeah.
Well, because he's Superman.
Whoa,
so
whoa.
Apparently to the supporters.
He just does not give a shit.
Ever. And I kind of dig it, but the thing is I looked at the eclipse at Runyon Canyon. Just looked straight at the sun.
Yeah,
I can still see.
You're fine.
I am not blind. And now there are groups of people in India and certain parts of the world that literally stare at the sun. And they don't eat anything, they drink water. And they live.
like photosynthesis.
Exactly.
They're plants.
And in that sense, they get all their vitamins and everything and energy from the sun. The water is is the fluid. And they live, though. They continue to live. And so when you think about it, people used to pray to the sun all the time.
Amun Ra.
If you're praying to the sun, aren't you looking at the sun? And so then we start realizing,
Not necessarily.
yeah. Now,
Uh,
but now could Trump have been mocking or pointing out this is bullshit? Because one of the other weird things about the Trump presidency is his administration has arrested more pedophiles than any other presidential administration in history. And to me, that's a big thing. Because at least if the dude isn't a pedophile like everyone else, great. But they're arresting a lot of these people who are doing this shit.
We're talking about looking at the sun?
No, who are these pedophiles.
Into pedophiles.
But no. But so what I'm saying
Staring
is, when
at the
Trump
sun.
stared right at the sun, to me, it was his way of saying, "You're being lied to. This is bullshit." You can look at the sun. You can look at the eclipse. Oh, God damn it. Okay, so can you grab me the cable?
I'll just take care of it.
Yeah, just grab me the cable. You don't even have to start it. We'll just plug. Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, okay. This is part of the
Start her
technicals.
up.
Yeah, you don't say it. Like, you might get You're from Arkansas. We're in a trailer.
Please,
I mean,
no.
yeah.
That sounds wrong,
You're
right?
going to have 2 kids by the time you leave. Yeah, you're going to have 2
Just
kids.
from being in this trailer.
You're going to have a social service plan going.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're going to
Do
have
I
a
get
gain
check?
worker right over there. Your gain worker will be right over there. And we need the cord. It's in the backpack right there, sorry.
Well, from what I watched on Monday, because I watched CNN, I was going on at the same time here, from what we had here in LA to that 70-mile stretch going down the country, those people were more affected where they had to probably not stare at the
Wait, who
sun.
are we talking about?
The
Like
one where
Idaho?
actually the moon actually did cover the sun.
No, they're less necessary.
Lessons.
Yeah, the reason you have to have the glasses has nothing to do with the moon crossing. It's purely to do with the fact that the sun is there. So it's the fact that you can never look at the sun, ever. So you're not able to look at the sun, but when it's totally covered, you can basically kind of look.
You're allowed to take the glasses off.
They
and
tell
look.
you that the radiation will still hurt your eyes.
Yeah.
But there's also peripheral flares that you
Mm-hmm.
don't catch necessarily either, like the outer rim. It's
Shooting
the
out.
same reason why when you have sparklers you're playing with that, you don't want to look directly at the magnesium.
Which I've done. Dead atom.
Do you don't wear any contacts?
Nothing. I mean, that's the thing is I've looked at the sun so many times. I've looked at.
You're just daring it to mess
I mean,
with
but
you.
this is the thing is because I don't buy it. I don't, and so when we go back to the whole thing with the creatures, I don't buy that we can't interspecies mate. I'm not going to try it. I mean, no, wait. I had a St. Bernard Samantha. Really fucking hot dog, okay?
Hot dog.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to fuck them. I got to say that. I'm going to admit that right now. They're quick, yeah.
Hot diggity dog.
But I'm thinking like there's a reason the circus has Sheep Boy. You know, that Sheep Boy might really be from a sheep. I don't know, but what
Wait,
it
I've never seen Sheep Boy
at the circuses? Yeah, he's all hairy and
And he's
Oh,
like,
she's
"Yeah."
got
hooves.
hooves. Come on.
He's got hooven hands.
There's Wolf Boy.
Yeah, Wolf Boy. All these different people.
Elephant Man.
Elephant
I
Man.
guess I don't get out much.
Yeah, you got to get to the circus.
You got
I mean,
man with vagina. That's
all kinds of things.
That's called trans.
No. This is in the 1900s.
Yeah. Well, this is the
This is
funny
Ringling
thing.
Brothers.
I went to a Mexican restaurant the other day, and both their bathrooms had a man, a woman, and then something in a half dress.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the gender neutral.
And it was gender neutral, and then there was a handicap sign, which everyone said
Half dress.
a half dress, so it was half man, half woman.
Half man, half woman. Yeah.
And it was saying gender neutral,
It was
and
like a
then there was a
Halloween
handicap
costume.
sign as though handicap's a gender. And so it was like, wait, you have 2 bathrooms only, and you have put up these signs that say gender neutral. You could have just put bathroom up. In Europe, like when I was in France and stuff, they have, most of the bathrooms there are whoever wants to use them.
It's a bathroom. It's a
They're
bathroom.
not men's and women's.
Yeah.
It's just bathrooms. And so you could be in there peeing or shitting, and there's a woman in the stall next to you.
Yeah, because you're already assuming anyone could go in.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. And so I thought it was weird, like if we're just going to have gender neutral bathrooms, like first of all, I'm already offended when there's a gender neutral bathroom and then a women's bathroom. So wait, this is just for women. But anybody can go in this one, including women.
I always go in the men's if there's.
I always go in the women's.
Yeah.
And
West Hollywood, I've never been.
and I pee in the sink because that's a urinal.
But yeah, if you go in the men's, yeah, women's are always alone.
Yeah.
Women's are really.
Not in West Hollywood.
But if you go into the Nordstrom's
I'm
women's,
always like walking straight through.
there's couches. The if you go to Nordstrom's,
Yeah.
there's couches in the women's.
Yeah.
In the men's, we got piss on the floor and everything.
Always. That's how it
Why are
works.
there I've always wondered.
It's women.
What are women doing in there that they need a
I've
couch?
never sat on
You,
the couch.
you guys
in the
got
bathroom.
vending machines, a coffee machine.
Coffee makers.
Cocaine in order.
Tan-
No, the couches are for women that are breastfeeding and whatnot. So that's what basically it's
Yeah,
for.
but my thing is, did you go to a restaurant and not realize you were on your period? And
Do you
had a
remember? Okay,
Tampax machine.
15 years ago, I remember this. Just getting a job in a restaurant was a big deal. Changing stations were just installed into male bathrooms.
Yeah.
And that was a big deal.
Yeah.
And it was like, should we put changing stations? Should dads should take their daughters into the bathroom? Da da da. It's like, well, it's a single father or whatever, the father, and has a daughter with them. They got no choice. They got to change the diaper or whatnot and bring the kid. My mom, as I remember as a kid, took me into the ladies' bathroom plenty of times because it was just me and my mom.
So much.
Huh?
She said it explains so much.
Oh yeah. Well, it was weird for me, but then it's
My mom would take me into the woman's bathroom all the time.
yeah.
Just use the couch.
Yeah.
I pee on the floor because I identify as an Irish setter. That's my thing. I'm like, fuck everyone. I piss where I want.
You're
Yeah,
interspecies.
yeah. That's what I said the other day. Someone was like, "What are you kids doing? They're crapping in the aisle." I go, "No, those are my pups. It's not a problem. They're fine. That's what
hilarious.
they do." I mean, but that's the thing is we've just people don't get it that we've hit the end of the world because the Bible said the meek shall inherit the earth. The meek have inherited the earth. The whiny crybaby fucks have all inherited the earth. They're the meek. They won. They won. But the thing is,
Where's my share?
yeah, the meek are as disgusting as the powerful were. The strong are off on their own, not fucking with nobody, not wanting shit to do with strong, the honest, the powerful aren't around us. And so there's the meek, and then there was the powerful, which was mostly men. And now it's the meek, all these brilliant women, which is, and started running the world better, which I've always felt that women running the world would be a better. It was a better world. It was a better world. Women originally were the hunters and stuff. Things were better when women were in control. That's the fact. But the problem is we have women like Hillary who are the same. She may as well be Dick Cheney. I mean, they're the same people, all of them. And that's the thing is we need Helen Reddy. Yeah, I don't know if anyone. I always make them play that song. I love it.
Woman.
I am woman, hear me roar. But we need these strong women to have taken over. We needed people who really cared about everyone to take over.
Well, what's interesting is that the animal world, as much as we are the animal world as well, everything else, the female species is the dominant one,
Yeah. Oh, the strongest one.
the strongest one.
I mean, I've always said, fuck everyone's cry for racial equality and any other equality until women have equality. Unless women are equal in this world, everyone needs to shut the fuck up, because how are you going to go, I'm a Chinese person and I want rights, but my wife's going to be in the house not talking to anyone because I won't let her. Fuck you then.
Yeah,
You get what you deserve. Yeah, but it's the worst ultimate kind because it crosses every race line. It goes to
yeah.
it's pathetic. It's
Well, it's across the board, across the world, and it's boggling. You go in the animal planet, the female species is the dominant one. It controls. It is the one controlling everything. And then we go into the humans. It doesn't work that way.
yeah.
Politics get into it. Religion gets into it. You write all these rules, and it shouldn't be that way. Those animals are not writing rules. It's all about instinct, and it's all about being raised.
The id.
Huh?
The id.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the problem. And so these meek who've inherited the earth, they aren't going to lift up women. They aren't going to care about all the races. Each one cares about themselves. I've known a multitude of gay people that would be different ways, but because or you're black or you're this or you're that or you're like I can be as ignorant as anyone else.
Yeah, because
and
you're a person.
I'm a human being, and so I'm not excluded from being just as ignorant. And that's the problem that goes on so often in society, is that we don't look at it as a whole. We don't see it as, I don't care about, like, I don't care about your plight. I care about all plight. And unless we get involved in everyone's plight, so I can't stand up for gay rights and not women's rights and not white male 40-year-old rights and not black rights and not everybody else's rights. It's got to be
You're obligated.
everyone 100%. Everyone 100%.
Like, why are you being selective about who's getting rights?
And that's the thing, is we've gone from these piece of shit, 4-inch, angry, bitter. Turn that on, we're dead.
No, we're still good.
Shit. We watch because of the chat.
There we go. We're back. Okay, so we're back. We might have dropped. I think we dropped volume for a second. But so the point was basically, that's the whole thing, is it's got to be everyone's rights. So where this country, I feel, should have really gone to was, okay, we realized there was a group running everything and controlling everything. Cool. We've kind of crushed them, superficially. But why are we looking for, why are people trying to be the next group to run the country?
Yeah.
That's true.
What about just equality?
It's people. It goes left and right. And if you're in the middle, you're the enemy now. Because if you actually, I'm not part of this, you're actually more evil than both sides. That's what I realized too.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, you grew up in Arkansas. So you've seen, like, what kind of an Arkansas did you grow up in? I asked that because, like, you have the oh my God, look at him, he's still got a tooth, Arkansas, and then they have a huge palace, 7 pools, Arkansas.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of wealth where I'm from.
Yeah.
It's the home of Walmart, home office, and Tyson Chicken.
Okay.
And there's a lot of wealth, and the cost of living is low. But I grew up in the town where the Duggars are. Do you know who the Duggars
oh,
are?
the Duggars.
Yes.
Who is it?
The Duggars.
Duggars, they have like 15
Oh,
or
yes.
20
Yeah,
children.
the gay dude.
Jim Bob might be gay.
Are we talking about the dad, right?
The dad.
He's like, hey, everybody.
But
Oh, my God.
That's Chris Lee knows best.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
But
completely different person. But
Fake.
the Duggars,
Yeah.
wasn't one of the Duggars like a pedophile?
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
His sisters.
oh my God. Let's stop calling this dude a pedophile. He was growing up in a house of vaginas, and his parents didn't even know who was who. He didn't even know 75 kids in that house. He was a kid, though, right? When he did it.
I don't know.
Like, let's call him disturbed.
Details of it.
Like, I always think, like, hey, you're disturbed, you need some help. An adult doing it, you're a pedophile.
And they were disturbed.
Oh.
You put them on you put them on camera.
A child, and I saw them speak at something. It was their whole family.
Oh, so you were around them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They were like the Von Trapps. They stood in this line, and they were all. And they all stepped
That's illegal,
forward,
by the way.
Each individual one.
Goose stepping. They goose stepped forward.
Yeah, they goose stepped forward. They introduced them. And they said their name and what chore they do around the house.
Ugh.
And I remember, yes. And like the 19th one was Jennifer.
But pussy.
It was so. I just remember being a kid going, "There's something really odd with those people. I don't know what it is, but."
But how old he was when he molested? Because I thought he was a
Hey
teenager or something.
Siri, how old?
Do you have Siri?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
How old was Josh Duggar when he molested his daughter?
It was his
Or
sister.
Yeah, sister.
They're confusing.
Found a sighting on the web for him. Was Josh Duggar when he molested his daughter?
15 years old.
Yeah, not
15 years old.
It was
not pedophilia. Okay, how old was the girl?
A kid. I mean,
And I'm only speaking from a guy who grew up with really high.
well,
15 years old, and you're twiddling around with like what, like a 4 or 5 year old?
No, that's different.
Well, when you don't get to go outside for the guy.
No, yeah, you're stuck at home.
well,
You gotta know how-
Dating circles in your living room.
You gotta know how old these girls were, because if it's that's
well,
and
Arkansas is such a Bible Belt,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you guys are in the Bible Belt.
such a conservative place that, and I think I've talked to you about this before, that when this news happened, people were defending him. People were saying, well, you know, the Duggars, they don't have any debt.
What's that have to do with
They don't have
They
any
don't have
debt.
any debt. But
That's great.
look at the abuse that's happening in their house. Like,
They don't have any
let's
debt.
make them famous.
Well, you just roll over. You roll over the situation,
Jared.
and it's very. Oh, the Jared situation is perfect too.
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, you
But
know,
how old was the girl? Are we checking that?
Jared from Subway.
Yes, I know exactly.
Yeah,
Because
because I'm
it's like-
curious how old the sister was. Because if the sister was close in age, because here's my thing, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying you're in a house of 19.
Yeah. And counting.
You might not have ever met this sister.
What happened to him? Did he go to jail? Did he get?
I think he had a lot of People magazine covers.
Yeah, and people told him like, stop fucking
2020
kids.
interviews.
And so you just you didn't pull
As you would.
Yeah.
he didn't pull a Jared where Jared's in jail now.
No, no,
Jared-
because he's a
No.
minor though. He was a
He
minor
was
at
a
the
minor.
time. Yeah, he was a
at the
minor.
time. But so we let it fly.
Well, I mean, he was digging in a.
So we let
I think they had to. I'm sure. I don't know what they had to do.
what is okay? This
He
is
just say 6 Hail Marys and then
It-
fuck
it-
his other cousin.
It goes into this, but what is that Romeo and Juliet law of that? Is that what it's called? Like when you're like 19, you fuck like an 18-year-old or something like that.
Statutory rape?
Are you talking about statutory rape?
But it's that
See, I
Romeo and
don't-
Juliet
Romeo
thing.
and-
See, I always have a weird thing with that, like 1917, even 2017. I'm like, let's stop that. Let's stop making people pedophiles because this is the thing is I've always said that it's like, you know, what do you like? Let's
Yeah.
maybe say, hey, Dad, you should kill him, or Mom, kill the dude, and Mom and Dad don't go to jail for killing the dude because they told him to stay away from my kid. Okay, but let's not make the dude a pedophile for finding a pretty fairly fully developed or a woman who's 19
Let's-
fucking a boy who's a guy who's 16. Let's not make her a weirdo
Let's say
because he might be fully developed.
The kid was a senior. He's 18 years old.
Yeah.
She was 16.
Yeah.
And they were in high school together.
That's what I
sophomore,
mean.
senior, and then
Parents get mad.
He turns
Yeah.
19.
They break up.
They
Popular
break
story.
up. Yeah. And that's very typical. Theo, you have a story about that, don't you?
Do I?
I thought you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Remember when you fucked that 12-year-old?
No, you talked about you.
Different story.
Did
Sorry.
you hook up with a girl that was like 16 or 17? You're like 19,
Oh, no, that
18.
was my first girlfriend. Like, I was 18, she was 16.
Yeah.
But
That's
it-
pedophilia.
it's-
Or that's statutory rape.
That's statutory rape.
Did you have sex?
in Minnesota.
Oh, that's right. He's from Minnesota.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
The, wait,
you
the
say
age of
them
consent.
like that?
Yeah.
Wait, what's the age of consent?
15.
Oh God, I thought it was 5.
So
Wait, is it
I-
15 in Minnesota?
Yeah.
What is in California? 18?
I think it's 18.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you-
Vegas is
you
16.
should know.
No, Vegas is 16.
Vegas
My
is
wife
16.
knows that. because she found out Johnny. Remember, Johnny's the one who told us.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
15, And she's like, "Fuck this! I'm going and getting a 15-year-old girlfriend."
So you could be 45 years old and hook up with a 15-year-old.
But she'd only be 15 years older than the girls. So it's
California
not that bad.
is
She's not
18.
my age. That would be
And
gross,
it's 15 in your state too?
for both of us.
By the way,
Minnesota?
for all child predators out there, we're broadcasting the ages of consent in every state.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
So you know.
So wait,
You know where you might want to live.
what is statute? What is Alabama, Arkansas?
I don't know. I have no idea.
When you could say
I feel like
okay.
there's a lot of.
Okay.
I remember there was a guy in our neighborhood that was on the list. Because you can look on, like, what is it?
Yeah, your
Bulldog.
Amber Alert,
Bulldog
whatever it
Alert.
is.
Sicko
Yeah,
fuck list.
so, yeah. It just has some weird Steve Buscemi looking character on
Yeah,
it.
there was a guy like that in our neighborhood, and it was the same thing. It was like statutory rape. It was like his girlfriend from high school. And it was like,
So he was like 18 or 19 years old?
It's
Yeah.
when they're out of the age of consent, but they're still consenting. But to the state, that's bad.
I'm
They're
very.
not in the right mental capacity to. But that's what's nasty. Is that you know about NAMBLA, right?
Nambla.
NAMBLA.
Is it Nambla?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
It's like National,
National,
Association
yeah, so-
for Man Boy Love.
Yeah, man, boy, love.
Something like that.
Which is cool, I think, because now we got a list of motherfuckers who need to die.
They should get the kill yourself.
But I mean, like you literally have an organization that said, "Hey, we will tell you who needs to die." These motherfuckers are saying, "Hey, we love boys," so
They're trying to defend because there's this
Oh, yeah.
old
I've
magazine.
never
from
heard
the-
of this.
you never heard of Mambla?
No.
But I read an interview with a member of NAMBLA, and they were trying to defend how 12-year-olds have all the mental capacity they want, like they can.
That they can make their own choices.
They're not dogs.
That's so
And-
silly.
Yeah, and
Well, son?
12-year-old dog.
Daughter.
I can turn the camera off.
Not on camera.
Yeah, I'll flip it over. And so I do. I have a son and 2 daughters, and the fact is, if it came down, if it,
NAMBLA, N-A-M.
yeah,
B-L-A.
if someone talked to my kid weird, I'd kill him.
Easily.
I have no problem.
Someone talk to my
Yeah.
kid weird.
Yeah,
I would kill him.
Like, I would have no problem if someone hit on my kid, like tried to hit up on my kid or something, like at their school, on the way home. If a teacher ever touched my kid, I got no problem killing this motherfucker, no problem going to jail for it. And
Can we have the man on the street when that happens?
yeah, that's when I'm going to get the interview with Manson I wanted.
Yes. Speaking of which, Tiger Woods and Miley Cyrus.
Sorry. The Tiger Woods situation?
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
I'm excited about it.
Hold my drink.
Once in a while.
Yeah. Just never know who's watching.
And I just like the insinuation that it is going on.
Yeah.
Oh, they all know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tiger Woods and Miley Cyrus.
So, okay. So, Tiger Woods and Miley Cyrus are back in the news.
And I had not seen this picture until about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's fantastic. What I like is when I first flip it on, it's uncensored. Then it'll go censored because it takes
Actually, I was like, why are you showing me a photo
Well-
of me as Mackie?
Well, okay. And now for the people out there, these are comics that we happen to know. Now the Jeremy Paul guy, because you were talking about that,
Yeah.
he carries around a picture of his dick on the phone.
In a
Yeah.
relay, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh God.
Is it on the ready to text to, I guess?
No, to show people if they doubt his dick size.
Real-
But here's my thing. If you're that down, whip your dick out.
Yeah, go
Whip
live.
your dick out, or does it not look like the picture? And that's the
Take a
thing.
pictures,
like-
photos.
Because I'm just going to tell you, there are days when I'm proud of my dick, and there are days when I wouldn't even want to see it myself.
Yeah, your own dick catfish.
I don't know what scared it. Like, I don't know if it thought the Nazis were coming back and it was hiding, but some shit went on, and there's other days where I'm like, that is a great dick, and I'm happy with it, and I'd be fine with photos of that part. But I can't whip my dick out on demand to be the full size and to show it. It could be one of them days where it's going to look like no, or it's going to look like yeah. And so that's what I say is, you took a glamour shot of your dick, and you're showing, now whip your dick out then. If it's that great, because there's a few motherfuckers out there that'll pull a dick out and you're like, holy crap.
It's like a baby arm.
Yeah,
Whip a baby arm out.
literally.
Like a Lawrence Welk.
Yeah, well that's what, yeah.
I'm Eunice. Oh my gosh. I don't know why he took that picture. He's in the limelight. He knows people will look through his stuff.
Well, especially after the
And-
DUI he just got, too.
Yeah, and the whole, he was all over the place for cheating and all that stuff.
That was
Drugs,
good 10 years
Xanax,
ago.
all that
Almost-
stuff.
Almost 10 years ago.
He's been doing a lot
8
of
years
things,
ago,
yeah.
His cheating situation.
And then his ex-wife was saying, like, her new guy is so much bigger. And all I just thought is, God, your new guy must be so small. Because if he was really bigger, you wouldn't have said shit. You and him would have giggled. You guys would have went,
But he
People
is in the
think that's
limelight.
big.
He's doing nothing. He's not even golfing anymore.
no, he can't. He sucks now.
He's just done.
Maybe
He's
that's why he's doing this kind of stuff.
His dad fucked him up, but made him rich beyond belief.
Yeah.
Do you guys like golf? Do you guys care about golf?
You know what's funny? No,
Mini golf.
Yeah.
I used to golf every day.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I know.
You used to golf every
Look,
day.
I was also the guy who was like, fuck them faggots, stupid golfer bitches. That's stupid. That's not even a sport, because I played extreme sports and this and that. And my brother-in-law got me to go out golfing one time. And it was so
addicting.
much goddamn
Yeah, it's
fun.
fun.
I know, I'm with you.
I've done it
People
once.
say they like golf. I usually say,
Ew.
are you disabled?
What's wrong with your life that you like a game that slow?
We should do a Burr podcast golf.
Yes, on a golf.
Yeah, it is so fun.
I've played and it's been fun before. I'm terrible, but it's because I drank a beer a hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can do silly
But
games.
You're like, I
You're
don't even
hammered.
care if I make it.
You just got to keep moving
Yeah.
because the people
Let's
behind
crash
you,
this
they're going to
golf
hit your
cart.
hole. So
You're hammered.
you're
Yeah.
hammered, but your goal is to keep moving because someone's behind you. So you just got to get through the hole as shit-faced as you are,
Oh,
and that's all it is.
I've had more gang members on the golf course.
Where are you playing?
Isn't the Van Nuys?
In Van Nuys and the
Van Nuys
Hanson
course.
Dam,
Yeah.
Granada Hills. Granada Hills, we get looks like crazy because I grew up with a lot of cholos and stuff like that. And so I was the one who got them into snowboarding, skiing, like shit like that, golfing. But it was because, like, my brother-in-law actually was the one, and my sister, who got us into it because we didn't grow up doing that shit.
Yeah.
And then, so I got into snowboarding. We used to go up and clip the tickets. You'd take a can of ether. And back in the day when they had stick tickets, so they'd stick on.
Yeah.
And when somebody used to have to, they didn't have like part days or hours where you could buy. You bought one lift ticket for the day. And motherfuckers would go up there, rich people would go up there and ski from like 8 to 10. And then we just walk up to them and be like, hey, let me clip your ticket. And we're a bunch of ugly, rugged-looking motherfuckers, like, you know, from Pacoima. And they're like, oh, okay. And so we just take dikes and cut their ticket off, and then you spray the ether on it. It unsticks the glue, and then you stick it back onto a new pass, and you ski from 10 to like 5.
Life
Yeah.
hacks with Birdie.
I do everything. I'm the ticket switcher at the store.
I've been there.
Yeah,
with you.
yeah, he's seen me. I don't. You know what? I love the manager's special.
Oh,
yeah, I love the manager's special. Have you ever seen the manager's special where the meat's on sale? Like where they have it on sale, the older meat? And I always think that's great, man, that you are letting poor people buy somewhat decent meat that's old. Fuck you. That sticker is now going on brand new meat. And because they don't stick them all on hard. And so you can pull some of them. And you just stick it on the same goddamn meat.
And they don't even check.
And they don't even check.
They don't. They,
Yeah.
'cause they go. They don't care. Like, oh, it's 30% off. All right, because the cashier doesn't know what's.
They don't. Yeah, they're not bought into the
They don't
system.
care.
Nah, they're miserable.
But I feel like you're sneakier than me.
Should I
I
steal?
would get caught being like,
My wife did. She's like, yeah. She's like, they caught me. Or was it my wife or you? Who had the one item? Was it the one or two items?
your
Two
wife.
Yeah.
Theo.
Yeah, and I told him, I go, Theo, no. You can't have two items and not scan one of them.
It was a banana.
Yeah.
What?
And yeah.
A single banana?
Because what I'll do is, like, sometimes I'll run through my grocery shopping, right?
The thing I bought.
And sometimes accidentally, maybe something doesn't scan. I don't know, but there's like a like it tells you, oh, something. And I always look to the person and go, and they'll go, oh, and then we keep going. We keep rocking right along. Yeah, I look at them like this. I go like this. I go, and they go, oh, and then on their hand thing, they clear it. And I keep going because they don't want to come over. They don't care.
Shit.
Yeah, it's like people didn't know that there was a canned tuna, and also a can of lobster that weighed the same.
Why do you buy a can of lobster?
You don't. You buy a $20 can of lobster. You know why you buy a $20 can of lobster? To then turn it back in for $20 worth of fucking food. And so what you do is I would never do this ever. I totally do this. And so if you go up there and you scan the can of tuna and somehow the lobster can falls into the bag, it weighed the same. It doesn't matter. So you just paid 99 cents for a can of $20 lobster. Which, why is there a can of lobster to begin with? And so,
I just want to see this happen.
oh yeah, I'm amazing at this shit.
It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Because I was a single dad full-time with 2 kids, and I was not getting paid by the district. I don't know if you're old enough to remember when they weren't paying teachers because they switched over the computer system, and it messed up all the checks. So I'm literally 2 kids, no way to eat. That's why when the person said that, oh, this guy steals toilet paper from the Comedy Store, and I didn't steal it, I would just go to the manager, hey, bro, I'm going to take toilet paper, but my reply was, that's a lie. Because I also took sugar and coffee, and I go, if my kids were okay with it, they would have been having limes and cherries and oranges for breakfast, you know? And so, but I was, like I say, I wasn't getting paid. I have 2 kids full-time. I'm trying to figure shit out, and so I figured out everything because I found that the system didn't care. All I was doing was working full-time. I'm a teacher. I'm in South Central LA teaching special education kids with behaviors and anger issues, and you're not paying me, and no one cares. And, you know, it was this whole thing, and it totally screwed up a lot of teachers. I lost my car, I lost my condo, a bunch of teachers lost their homes, and nothing came of it.
How long did it go on?
It went on for about 3-4 months. But the fees we got charged for so many bounced checks and so many things, because a lot of people on direct deposit, were in the thousands. I had $3,500 in insufficient fund charges
Fuck.
because they kept tapping it and kept tapping it. They kept letting it tap and doing the $35 charge. And so this is what goes on. And so when people take advantage of the system, I don't care. When people tell me, that's why I say I have a bit, but I always said, you know, people talk about like, oh, the motherfucking people on welfare, they don't want to work, they want free food and free insurance, and I'm like, you have not said anything that sounds bad. Like, who doesn't want that, dumbass? What do you think, they want to go work 40 hours for less money while someone else is going to make $5,000 an hour doing some stupid fucking job where they step on someone's balls? Like, there's someone right now making about $1,000 for an hour just stepping on someone's dick with heels.
Yeah.
There's teachers making $15 an hour at some of these private schools
Yeah.
with degrees. This girl's a ball stepper. This guy gets tied up into a weird gay fetish thing, and he gets poked in the asshole, and he gets $1,700 for his night. You know, I don't know. I priced this out.
Round
And so, it does kind of seem like I know prices, but thank God they're way extremer than they probably are. Yeah.
You know what? That's a lot of money. People get paid. I mean, there's strippers that get paid a lot of money
It's a good amount of
an
money.
hour
It's
for doing what they. I shelled out when I was like in my early 20s, like a couple $100.
Really?
Where I wish I had that money back. 'Cause that was
See,
making a lot of money.
Yeah, I didn't ever do the strip
And
thing.
I was in love with that girl, and I gave her a lot of money just so I can.
I've been to so many
have
strip
her rub
bars
against me.
doing shows, or my friends used to go and I'd play pool. Because to me, it freaks me out having a girl dance in front of me. I just think, what the fuck? Like, what is this? What are you even doing?
Well, now I won't do that.
Like, build me a
but
cabinet.
in my 20s, yeah, I
You know,
take
like
my money.
Like, you know what? Help me with my
Ever
homework.
been to a strip
Really?
club?
yeah. I
What?
It doesn't.
Wait, you've never been?
Never?
No, it doesn't interest
You hung out with Billy a lot. You never been
Yeah.
to a strip club?
No, still no.
God.
See, that's what I say is I got a lap dance, like 2 or 3 lap dances in my life, like bachelor parties, things like this. And the greatest one ever was this one girl's like, you know, like she goes, well, you know, make sure you don't come. And I'm like, who's gonna come on a lap dance? I already had.
I guess it's happening.
No, I already had.
I had.
No, I had. I was drunk as fuck. I came in my pants right before she said it.
Oh, really?
Oh,
And I go,
wow.
who's going to come in a lap dance? And I was probably like 19 at the time.
That's
Was
funny.
that
Yeah.
your only pair of pants?
Oh, I didn't care. I was 19. I could care less.
I've never been to a strip club here, but I went a few times in Arkansas, and every time someone on stage would be like a girl I went to high school with, or
Yeah.
someone I know.
Well, that's what I mean.
What
It's
up,
not.
Stormy? How you doing?
Stormy.
The only strip club I was ever at that was a actual cool place in the sense of what it should be was in South Central. I went to one by the Jungle. A buddy of mine took us down there. They were full nude, full alcohol.
Full nude, full alcohol. Rare in hell.
Totally illegal.
Rare
Totally
hell.
illegal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is in the jungle in the 60s.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
60s. In like in the 60s.
Jungle is
Yeah.
part of South Central.
No, in the 60 streets.
6th Street.
Yeah, this is like it's literally where a lot of cops don't even go.
They don't touch it.
And like they don't want to be there at all. And so it's like at the time this is going 20 something years ago.
It's probably clean up.
And
since.
oh yeah, and so a lot of it, and so, but we went down there. It was full nude, full bar, and people are going into rooms and fucking. Okay, so at least you're having it be what it is. It's like people are coming here to pay for sex. Okay, that's better than you just paid someone to dance near or on you. Why? Like there's
I
hookers
don't know. I'm sorry.
that do the whole thing for less than you're gonna tip tonight.
She had good tattoos. That's all
I
can
never
say.
get it, but
That's the point.
we used to do shows at strip clubs all the time, and see that was a blast because you are right on level with the strippers in the sense of you're not a perv there to pay them or check them out. You're entertainment, they're entertainment.
Yeah.
And you have such a great time. Some of the coolest people in the world. I've had so many strippers babysit my children when before I was remarried, and because I would do strip shows, comedy shows up in Canoga Park, Chatsworth, things like that. And so I ended up dating a few strippers, and yeah, they were the coolest ever. But the weirdest thing is these girls would have dudes drop them off at my house. These guys would buy them shit, take care of them. They weren't even fucking them. But it was customers from the strip club. And you would go to these strip clubs, and you would have these customers, these regulars, tell you what creeps the other guys are. Like, yeah, all these other motherfuckers are weirdos, like the girls can't stand them. Yeah, but they like you. And each one thought they were the guy that was in with the strippers.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, your money, your tips.
Yeah.
Like, stop it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, and that was the thing
was
is
me.
when you do the show. Well, when you do the shows there, the strippers are throwing money on stage while you're doing comedy.
Yeah.
So you are fight with them. Yeah, it's a fun time, and you're not dealing with them as customers. You're both entertainers,
That was comedy.
and you meet some amazing people with great stories. All the way from my dad used to beat me. I was a foster kid to no, I'm going to MIT next year, so I'm saving up money. Like all these different
Some of them are
stories of
very
people.
smart people. I mean, like they're just trying to make a buck.
Wait, some of them?
Not all.
They're making more than teachers.
Well,
all of them.
I'm just saying. There's like some. No, there's ones I've met. God, I've spent so much money in my 20s on that stuff.
Jesus, tell me.
No, I did. I mean, like I was very depressed after that breakup. And I used to go to this place, Cheetahs in San Diego, off near the Comedy Palace, and that's where I used to go. I used to go there with my old roommate, and we'd go to this place called the Bullpen. It was a bar right next door.
I remember the bullpen. We did a show there. Not me and Jose, I think.
Okay, it's right next to Cheetahs, and it's owned by the bar. Like the bar owns the club, the strip club, and so they you can't bring alcohol in there. But the rule is you buy a drink there, you literally get into the strip club for free.
Okay.
So you show your receipt or whatever they give you, and then you get in, you get a coffee or a Coke or whatever you want, and then you can actually, when the girls get off, you can go back to the bar and do shots with them because they take like 15, 20-minute breaks in between each other.
Beautiful.
So, and there was a Filipino girl that looked just like my ex and spent a lot of money on her. Good times. Sassy. That's what she
Yeah, I
called
can't
herself.
think I've ever spent more than $100 total in my life,
I think I spent a lot of...
including drinks.
Yeah.
No, because I don't know. I just
private dances and shots. That's what we did, and then private dance, and then she's like, "I'm off. Like, you wanted to go do a shot? We do a shot, and then we chat for like a half hour, 45 minutes, and then she goes back, and then she dances, and then I try to get another dance. This is like 26 years old. This is like a good 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
that's a lot of money.
Ugh.
Is a lot of it about the chatting for you?
I just want to fuck her, honestly, like deep down inside. But
That's honest, and I love that because that's every guy's ultimate goal. In truth, they love the chatting. Of course, companionship is great, but their end deal is they want to fuck.
I was just depressed, and I just wanted to see some tits.
And you wanted her to be your girlfriend. And you wanted her to be your girlfriend.
Yeah. She looked just like
You were going to save her.
And so, and she
Yeah,
texted, she says,
yeah, but you would pull her out of that. You would pull her out of that.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
would be boyfriend, girlfriend. She'd
Yeah.
stop doing that. Everything would be great.
but never happened. Here I am. I'm in an RV right now talking to you guys about this situation.
Yeah.
I barely talk about this too, so I paid a lot of money on that girl.
Yeah.
So, but
You
it was
sent
good.
both her kids to college.
And that
Even the one she lost, the third kid that social services had, you sent them to college.
I probably put them all in school right now. But it was just that was how I did, and don't do that. I don't do that again. I don't really care.
So we watched a guy make it rain. He brought in $5,000,
Wow.
and in bills.
off the floor.
Oh, he was a fat slob of shit, and he goes in there, and the girls are all hanging on him and everything. And this one girl was totally hanging on him. She ended up getting like $1,000 from him. I only know that because she bought dinner and then we had sex. But that was the thing is these girls, they jumped to him quick and they were at his service. And then he spent his money and he took off.
$5,000.
And he went home and probably got a hooker. But me and another comic went home with one of the girls. We all went to eat, and the one girl who got the $1,000 paid for everything. She was like, I got it, and this and that. And that's what people don't get is, like, even with a lot of these strippers, they got a dude dropping them off. That motherfucker ain't even got a job.
Yeah.
You are paying his rent. He is going to go home. Like, he went home and he had sex with that Filipino girl.
Yeah.
And you paid his rent and her rent.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And most of these girls got guys. They're
Yeah,
dropping them off at work.
They got boyfriends.
They're
They
coming
got
home
relationships,
with
yeah.
tons of money, and these dudes ain't working. And they're dirtbags. And this guy in college, and he's got a good job, and he's going to the strip bar, spending $100, $200 a night. And meanwhile, that's because you want a dirty girl, so to speak, but you ain't dirty, so she don't want you. And that's the thing is, people don't get that, is like a lot of these girls, they don't want to be with their customers, just like no other girls want to be with their customers. That's why they're at the strip club spending tons of money, to be danced on. And like, I just think, that's why I always say, I've never pretended to be like, oh, wow, that's horrible. I'm not going to spend that kind of money.
I'm not going to do that ever again.
A hooker was $20 on Sepulveda.
It's true, actually. You can get
back in the day, yeah, $20 on Sepulveda.
It's like 32 now. It went up a little bit.
For $20.
Head or fuck.
Yeah.
Depends how dirty you are.
In the car.
Yeah. And I was bad. I mean, that's why I've told the story that I've a few times I've come from having sex with girls, driving home at night and going up Sepulveda, going home, and picking up a hooker. Because I got horny again. And again, this is going back 20-something years ago.
No, the hookers have...
Yeah.
I mean, I walk up Sepulveda every Sunday to go to the zoo.
Yeah.
So the hookers have evolved, and they changed. And they're they're actually pretty... They're pretty good. Some of them, they ride bikes.
Yeah.
And they look like they're just taking a bike ride home. And then they'll ride right by you, and they're like, hey, baby. And they're like, what? And then you just do a second look, because they look like they're just taking a little ride, a little stroll back.
Like you just got hit on.
Yeah.
Like you got hit on.
And then if you actually go back to them, you chat, and then there's a bunch of motels up Sepulveda, so you just hit up a motel.
Take the carriage in.
Yeah. I spent many nights in those hotels on Sepulveda.
Yeah.
No, not for hookers. When I was going through the payroll thing, because during at one point, my ex took we did have custody finally when all this went on, and so on the weekends I would have hotels, like nice hotels like Sheraton, things like that, but during the weekdays I stayed in hooker hotels for like $30 a night. So either on Sepulveda or on Olympic, or over in Compton off of Slauson. There was this one Firefox. Super quick, funny story. I'm so glad I'm married, so I could say these things. Because I was staying at this Fox Hotel in South Central, and I was dirty as all drug dealers and hookers. And it was at night. It was like early in the morning, and I was getting up to go to work, and I was walking outside to have a cigarette. And this hooker walks by, and she was cute, and she goes, "What's up, baby?" And she goes, "Hey, you get $20? You want to fuck around?" And I go, "Yeah, okay." And so we fuck around, and then she goes, "You want to fuck around some more?" I go, "Nah, I just want to spend the 20." And she goes, No. She goes, "You want to just fuck around some more?"
Just pro bono?
I thought that's hysterical. Like she was throwing me one, and I thought that I got a BOGO.
Yeah, yeah. It's a buy one get one.
But I didn't. I had to get to work. I had to go teach the future of America. And I just got done fucking one of their moms. So,
you know who weren't hookers? Jerry Lewis and Dick Gregory.
Oh no, Jerry Lewis was a hooker.
You know what? Wait, Talmo hates Jerry Lewis.
I really do.
She has to go to the bathroom. The what?
I can wait until we're done.
No, go. Let her out.
Okay, sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Tiny, BB-sized bladder.
No, you want to talk about Jerry Lewis and Dick Gregory? I hate Jerry Lewis.
Let's talk about it.
Talmo hates Jerry Lewis.
Huh?
What did he do to you?
What did he do to you? Who hurt you?
Jerry Lewis.
Really
You know who really hates Jerry Lewis is his daughter,
There's the flesher.
who he doesn't acknowledge. You know Jerry Lewis has an illegitimate daughter, right? But he won't acknowledge her, but she looks just like him. You look like Jerry Lewis, you're a woman. You've got enough problems.
Rickles has pointed out
Hated him.
like how much all the kids that
I'm going to give you a minute. I'm going to give you a minute here of just you going off on Lewis. This is Talmo on Lewis.
I love how Rickles
Special
hates Lewis.
segment.
That's all I got to say. No, but Lewis is a piece of shit. Okay? He's a great comic. He's a great comedic actor. He's not really a comedian. He's a
slapstick.
He's a slapstick. Comedic actor. He helped Dean Martin do his whole shtick. He's overall a piece of shit. He's treated everyone like a piece of shit, from his family to the people that work for him.
Well, can we
His
get-
whole family hates
Yeah,
him.
just for reinforcement purposes, for the audience, can we get like specific stories?
You know what? Let me do this real quick. Let me just.
Specific stories of him being a piece of shit.
I'm gonna do this real quick.
Steve Allen Green has a bunch, which we had in there, but
Well, I mean, the fact that he has a daughter who has said she's his daughter, but he would not do a DNA. I mean, he's not going to now, but he would not do a DNA.
his sons that he won't call him.
But he's got kids all over.
Yeah.
I wonder, is our picture on right now?
Yeah.
Oh, it is still on. Good, thank you. 'Cause I'm pulling. Give me 1 second with that.
Hold on.
Here we go. The funniest thing I said was this. Okay, so there we go. So there's Dick and there's Jerry.
Two different people.
And so what I said in the promo was, are these the same people or not? And I wrote, just kidding. But I just thought it was funny because it would have been the weirdest, it would have been the weirdest conspiracy.
Yeah, you had.
Because they died a day apart. So they couldn't have shown up. Like meaning when Dick Gregory died, it was really Jerry Lewis dying or Dick Gregory. And one of them, I'm going to say Dick Gregory really died
Dick Gregory.
because he's older.
He's older, and you know what? He has more of a legacy.
Yeah, I'm going to say Dick Gregory was Jerry Lewis.
No, Dick Gregory's Dick Gregory. Jerry Lewis was.
Look at the nose.
Mark Gonzalez said it better. Oh no, Jerry Lewis passed
I'm
away.
joking.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace, Dick Gregory.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what he said.
Why
it's
is
so
he,
true.
He looks like
I
a
love
McDonald's employee. This shirt.
Which one? This one? Oh, yeah, he does.
Fuck Jerry Lewis.
You know what's funny? He is right then. He is at Rickles' funeral in that picture.
Was he? Oh, he's
No,
laughing.
no.
He's laughing because
He was at Bing Crosby's kid's wedding. No, funeral. He was. No, he was apparently.
Crosby died.
But Bing Crosby was a dick too. But you know what the thing was? So apparently,
Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Jerry Lewis was this huge prick of a person, and the fact that none of them kids ever walked is a major problem. Now, like muscular dystrophy is no further now than it ever was.
Well, you know the famous story about it, right? They're like the Jerry Lewis telethon.
Yeah.
This one kid with muscular dystrophy in a wheelchair is watching it at home, and he gets so inspired by the telethon that he gets up to walk, and he turns off the TV.
That's funny. He was so inspired by what he was seeing that he was able to walk to shut the TV off.
Turned off the TV.
Yeah, because, my mom used to pledge money every year to that.
Wow.
And never once ever sent in the money. She wanted to, she meant to.
And he just got fatter and
Oh.
fatter.
Off of muscular dystrophy.
He
He literally was the only one who benefited from the telethons.
you gotta watch. I mean, I brought up earlier, but when
Yeah, it was weird.
He brought Rickles up one of the telethons, and Rickles and Jerry had beef since the 60s. They never got along from the Vegas days.
Yeah, they never did.
And Rickles is part of the Rat Pack too, so he's part of that group. I mean, he's good friends with Frank Sinatra.
Rickles
and,
wasn't in the Rat Pack.
well,
Well,
Sinatra put him on the map.
Maybe de facto, but not.
He's not part of the
Not in
Rat
the-
Pack.
You know-
Lewis wasn't either, and people are calling him that.
The pictures at the diner.
yeah. Oh God, has anyone seen the ones with Johnny Depp and the other people? And they're like, these amazing people who created the dream or whatever.
No.
And I'm thinking they were fuck boys.
Are you about Depp?
It was Johnny Depp and a few other people.
Michael C. Hall? No.
There were some people, but it was like they were all fuck boys.
Rat Pack?
The modern one, not the Judd Nelson one with the Estevezes
Molly
and
Ringwald.
HIV and all them.
They're not part of that.
And yeah,
They're part of the modern Johnny Depp. like-
yeah.
No. Like the those guys, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. They drank whiskey. They fucked a lot.
Yeah,
They were abusive people.
they were wild.
The D. Martin.
They're really not good people. I guess.
No, they were.
But Some of them were wholesome, but not all of them.
They're all garbage except for Sammy D.
I liked Rickles, and I liked...
And Rickles, yeah. Rickles and Sammy Davis were the shit.
But that's flats out there. But Rickles was on Jerry's telethon of making money for himself, and Rickles grilled him. Watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, destroyed him.
Grills him, just making fun of how fat he is, and all the kids he doesn't take care of, like his sons. It was like, and Lewis was laughing, but you can tell that Lewis was like uncomfortable at the same time because it was live and it was his own show.
He was like, "Ooh, that's true."
But yeah, it's fucking Lewis. It's funny that Jerry Lewis passed away right before, Dick Gregory passed away, and comedy was like, we lost a legend, somebody that's done time, has been here, is an activist, has done something. Lewis died, and you realize that the scene has different opinions about it. Even the people do, and it's like, oh, he's dead. God, thank you. All right. Well, we lost an asshole. All right.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing is there wasn't a lot of things about Jerry Lewis that were positive. Theo, everyone knows you smoke pot.
There wasn't a lot of things positive. Yes, he's funny. Yes, some of his movies were very, very funny.
Yeah.
The King Comedy is not even his movie, but it actually was Jerry Lewis.
The King of Comedy was dead on Lewis.
It was
being
Lewis.
Did you ever see The King of Comedy?
Scorsese film.
Richard De Niro
and
Jerry Lewis, Sandra Bernhardt, who actually the one time she just killed a role. Like, she crushed that shit.
And Lewis is a fucking maniac as much as De Niro was, but Lewis was Lewis.
Lewis played Lewis, this bitter, angry, vicious, alcoholic dick. And that's why I say, I mean, again, I go back to, you have kids you don't even claim. Like, that's insane. God damn it. Oh.
Those are parrots, by the way. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Those are parrots.
Yeah, because so many people got pet parrots at one time. Like, at one time it was such a big thing to have pet parrots, they let them go. Just like in Florida, in the Everglades.
Over here?
Yeah, all over California, Southern California, there's parrots. Because people let them go. It's the same reason in Florida right now, they have... in Florida right now, they have a situation where they have monitor lizards and boa constrictors growing so big, all the other animals.
It's like the alligators.
And taking Katrina hit, there was a huge exotic pet thing that got blown, and all these animals got blown all over Florida in the Everglades, and they reproduced so quickly and just rolled through this. I didn't spit on you today. No. Oh, God, thank God. I thought when you went like that, I'm like, oh, God.
No.
And so... Oh, okay.
Podcast done.
You're right. And so it literally is overtaking the Everglades, and people don't get that, how that can happen, going back to the egg and the chicken sperm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
or the chicken egg and the man sperm.
So
Yeah.
sorry for Jerry Lewis to go to that, but what you hear right there, those are parrots that, there's a flock of parrots that will fly over, especially the valley area, every night, and you'll see it.
You see them everywhere.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, very normal.
Like really colorful parrots? Or
Yeah.
All different kinds,
All
yeah.
different kinds.
Exotic.
Oh, yeah, you see all different kinds.
Also,
People catch them and resell them,
You
yeah.
remember this, the Budweiser plant up
Yeah,
on 405, there used to be a Busch Gardens right there.
Well, now, wait. Now, what it was originally, it had rides and roller coasters. I mean, rides and a tram and everything else. Then it became a bird sanctuary, where they had the tram and parrots and everything.
Yeah.
And then it just
Shut
fucked all
down,
that.
and a lot of those birds were let go, too.
Yeah, because the neighborhood became all drugs and gangs. And so, yeah, it just went down. Now it's just it was always a brewery. But the brewery had rides and stuff around it, and your parents could go sample and taste beer. And then they went to the bird sanctuary in the brewery. But it's always been the brewery, and it's a crazy thing. Now, Theo, you had a story we talked about.
I was trying to do a segue. I was going to go, you know who is also a parrot? Jared Kushner.
Yes, tell us about him.
How we get to Jared Kushner on parrots, but yes.
Also a parrot.
I've been practicing my segues.
He had a good story about this, though. He told me
A story that I found through climbing a social justice warrior Robert Reich now. Robert Reich is former Secretary of the Treasury.
Yeah.
super intelligent man, very good financier. I follow his Facebook page, and he already has like a resistance going on against current administration, that kind of thing.
Every post,
But-
every day.
It is. It really is. Check it out. But Robert, I saw an article that Jared Kushner's company. Yeah, and it doesn't pick up. Jared Kushner's company, that apartment complexes, since 2013, has been debt collecting by means of what's called body attachment, and it's where if you owe outstanding debt, they call an arrest warrant on you and arrest you to get your debt.
Jared Kushner, going back to people like me too. Where was he from again? He's not the Toronto guy.
These are his
No.
properties in Maryland.
Who's Jared?
But who is he? Tell us who he is,
Jared
because
Kushner is the husband of Ivanka Trump,
Gotcha.
the President Trump's son-in-law.
thank you, the Jew.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't trust the Jews. You know that. You're from Arkansas. Yeah, you guys were taught two things right off the bat.
So
Cousins are
Kushner
fine, and don't trust the Jews.
and Bernie Sanders don't trust.
That's why he didn't win. That's why he could never win. There's no fucking way. I'll tell you what. You got a better chance of a Chinese woman getting elected president than a Jew. There's no way this country is going to elect a Jewy-looking Jew. They don't know that they've had Jewish presidents that are Jewish. Don't look it. But there is no way they were electing Ebenezer Scrooge because that's who Sanders looked like.
Well, he's very Jewy looking.
Yeah.
He's the Scrooge of Jews.
Yeah.
There's not really much anti-Semitism in Arkansas, surprisingly enough.
I know that
Because
actually,
they're
yeah.
so Christian, they're like the chosen people,
Mhm.
God's chosen people. And Jonathan took me to Israel when we were together, and people in Arkansas wanted to talk to me and were so interested.
Wow.
Yeah,
because that's-
you've been to the Holy Land.
That's the Holy Land.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's
You've been
big to
the
them.
Holy Land.
So wait, they're not anti. So
No.
what do they think of the Judaism? Pretty
As
much.
long as it's not a black one.
They're
I mean, you know, I mean, it's true.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even to be mean, not even being a dick, yeah. It's just what it is. And
Oh, but yeah. So that's who Jared Kushner is. But yeah, he's been using arrest warrants to collect on low-income renters.
Really?
Maryland properties.
Really?
And it's set a record for most amount in such a short period of time. Like, he's doing it more than any other landlord.
it's debtor's prison.
And here's the thing: his properties he does own in Maryland, according to Freddie Mac, is like the top 5 properties he owns are. His revenue is about $90 million. His profit's still $30 million. And with the power he has,
Oh my gosh.
why is he
not great, I love that.
trying to collect on all these? Why does it matter with all these debts? The average debt, by the way, is about $4,000. But Kushner tacks on legal fees with all the summons and everything,
Mhm.
which are extra thousands. One lady had about $7,100 in fees that she owed to Kushner's companies after all of those.
What kind of
Yeah.
properties did he own? Was it low income properties?
Yeah, they're all low income.
Low income properties.
Low-income properties that are also tax subsidized to help with the rent.
He's a fucking parrot.
Oh, he's horrible. It's got awful.
Toucan Sam.
Well, we're doing debtor's prison. I mean, if people thought Trump coming into office wasn't going to be heavily biased toward rich people, they were stupid. The guy's been a money dude his whole life. His dad was a money dude. That's what I mean. But Hillary, the same thing. It was not going to be a difference, and that's why I say Sanders wasn't getting elected.
Do people forget that the movie Wall Street was inspired by Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
No, it
was.
the author.
Yeah.
The author
Right,
and the
right.
screenwriter, same person, was like he studied Trump's empire at the time, and it was like
Yeah.
this is what it is. And that whole movie is Trump's empire that he built, and it's like everyone's blind. No one sees it. It's like it's
Well, here's
all
the-
there.
What I do want to say is I looked up what is actually a body attachment. What are they actually doing? Because a lot of bills have been passed, and a lot of other properties are against body attachment and think it's unethical. What
Yeah.
it does, it's not a summons for arrest. It's It's a subpoena that you're served. Up and explain why you're not paying the debts. Now, if they ignore it or they don't get sent, they're sent a second summons, which has them come to court. If
Correct.
they no longer show again, then they can be arrested and thrown in jail. But they're taken out of jail the moment they pay off income housing. You're not Jared Kushner, a $2 billion debt.
Yeah.
How are you going to pay the debt?
Well, I mean,
A lot of the people don't get these summons in the mail. Misplaced addresses. Some of them don't even remember.
they move, they lose their place. A lot of mentally disturbed people, people with mental disabilities, physical disabilities, all kinds of things, and the problem part of it's the fact that they're in debt because unless you're or more or to live.
Yeah.
The average rent on these properties is like $9.50 a month.
Yeah, I mean that's
And the subsidies are them pay the rent. I think about 296 tenants have used that service.
but the problem low income situation.
Yeah, so
And being in that situation, how are they going to get out?
Yeah.
And so goes to debtor prisons and things like that.
Evil.
Very, very back. That's my point. It's just moving forward.
No.
The world ended in the sense of evolution. Done. Ant is being remade. The Tick is being remade.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking
There is no originality.
about? I think it's the third time it's been remade. Cartoon, and then
Movie.
live action again, and that's live action
Yeah.
one more time.
But
It was a comic book before that.
look, Tom Cruise is doing a movie who buys and sells weapons, right?
American made.
Right? So he buys and sells weapons, right?
Yeah.
It's called Lord.
Didn't Seth so-and-so
American.
a movie about that called Mad Men?
Teller or
What was the movie? Something... Yeah, Jonah Hill, whatever
what
the
was
fat
it
guy's
called?
fucking name is, I
Lord,
don't
no,
know.
it's but Lord of
Great
War was
movie, though.
before that.
Yeah, well, there you go.
That was the first one. And
But
then
that's
they
what I
had
mean.
the other
All
one.
the same story,
All about
just different
Americans
actors.
selling-
Yeah. Happily.
Mm-hmm.
What was
Jump.
the
But wouldn't he also watch for what's going on in the same genre of violence? You see, so there is an ability to have.
Well, you change it each time.
There's an ability to have originality. We just don't have it.
Updating it. It's just it's like, we're gonna make a Cinderella movie, but it's a Cinderella movie for today, and it's
Yeah.
not about the girl being the pumpkin now. Now that pumpkin is a Challenger, it's a Dodge Challenger driving down
And so they're
Ventura
unique.
Boulevard.
Yeah, so it's
So,
new.
It's new. It's something relatable for the people because they're not going to watch the girl being in a pumpkin turning into a carriage anymore. They
But
don't
it's
believe in
not
that.
new, yeah.
So that's the whole thing. It's just that you can retell the story over and over again.
Now, but we do have to end. We're at 8 o'clock almost.
Well, no, we're still good. I'm just going to run the motor again.
How far do you guys want to go?
Yeah, where are we going? We're at 8 o'clock now. We rocked this.
Oh, already?
We hit everything. We talked about the Jewy Kushner being a fucking cunt.
We need the
Kill Yourself award
Fuck
goes
Jerry
to...
Lewis. He should
Okay,
kill
no.
himself. He's dead.
I don't know. I have the Kill Yourself award. The Kill Yourself award goes to any and everybody who used the words totality during the eclipse
I
day.
didn't use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
If you use that word, because it's just a total eclipse, it's just a simple word. If you use the word totality on that day, kill yourself.
I just thought it's.
The total eclipse of the sun.
I just thought it was.
Yeah, he did.
It was we live in a beautiful planet, and there's some really cool things that happen.
All right.
That happen. That's all
Guys,
I
thank you to our guest, Jen Jones. That's such a great name. Absolutely cool name.
Thank you for having me.
What do you got going on?
I have a monthly show at the Lyric Hyperion. It's a all Southern comedy show. Southern comedians. We have a house band
We're not invited.
called For the Kings. You're definitely invited. Just
We
the
have seconds.
performers are Southern.
Yeah.
It's a barbecue. I make apple pie and raffle them off.
Oh, yeah.
The next one is September the 10th
Okay.
The headline.
on a Sunday. You know, that's up in the air right now.
All right.
I'm working on a couple of people.
And then we have Hemet
Got the Derby.
Friday
Yeah.
at the Derby with
There's-
Justin Fox. All of us will be there.
All ages show.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
All ages.
And,
Well, it's Bar Rescue took over, so the place has changed.
Oh, okay. That's
So
scary.
it's like a.
I'm not really an all ages comedian, but that's
Well,
okay.
I think it's like 18 up or something.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
no, it is.
Okay.
18 up, yeah.
September 2nd, we have our Hamburger Podcast live event at Petey's.
Petey's Place in Reseda, and then also Las Vegas.
Las Vegas on
We're doing a show out there October 11th, and we'll be doing a live podcast as well. Guys, Hamburger Podcast, have a great night, and remember, a lot of you are douchebags.
A lot.
A lot of your douchebags.
a lot of these.